It's not so good to teach to take the middle finger straight forward, because it's forcing, it forces a torque in the wrist, because there's an angle. So you are much better off always to keep this a little bit like that, so that the wrist joint is more open. So go back to here. Can you see how it's jammed in there? Mm-hmm. You see that? Whereas right here, she's open. Okay, so we come up a little closer, and we take the hands on the forearms, and what you're teaching the forearms to do is to go in and up, in and up. And you're just pressing straight down and lengthening your fingers forward, and try not to keep them a little softer so they're not so intense. Yeah, really don't, you don't want to do this with your fingers. It's very painful eventually on the inside of the wrist, and it's not so good for the neck. Okay, and then I'm going to hold these forearms in and up, and she's going to curl her toes under, and she'll go to downward dog. Yes, and I'm giving her some resistance here. Okay, and now take your hips, not your sit bones, your hips. That's it, yeah. Okay, so I want to see that you've learned, yeah, you've learned this resistance. Learn this resistance. Okay, and then I'm going to come this way. This down dog has got a lot more capacity. Okay, and remember to get, and we're going to, yeah, we're going to, okay, and then I'm going to ask these guys to move your sternum that way. Head down a little bit, right there. Up. So this is gently firming, and this is widening, and this is lengthening. Your head down just a little bit, just a little more, right there. Yeah, there's a little tilt going on here. Okay, so you can do it this way. If the student is really dumping, you can use your hands a little bit there, but make sure you're not doing this to them. Okay, so you have to be very, very gentle here. So these frontal pelvic bones, these frontal ribs go to the frontal pelvic bones. These front ribs never chase the legs, so you never want to instruct that, okay? Because then what you're causing is you're causing the shoulders to collapse. You can come out now. You're causing the shoulders to collapse and a lot of problems.